So in our second video here on Will a Vintage Forklift Run, we have the new water pump installed. As you can see, this one here was terribly rusty, and basically the seal went out, and took and replaced it. Unfortunately, I couldn't get exactly the same thing, so we had to modify where the radiator goes by ½ inch, which is okay. When you look at the pulleys, this pulley on the original one was a ½ inch shorter. The newer one is actually a ½ inch longer, so we had to modify that to get it to work. So G Mech Senior here is actually he modified the radiator, moved that back, made it actually better mounted to because before this is held on with regular bolts, and it's all taken and threaded all together. So now he's taking and mounting the fan on, and then we'll have to mount, we put, another interesting thing was a Ford truck thermostat fit this perfectly, and I had some of them laying around. So just clean this up, put that inside. We had to make a gasket for it, and that'll be ready to install once the water pump is done. Now we'll have to put a plug in one side of the water pump and then make a new, because we probably will never get that out of there. So we're going to put a new nipple on for the bypass hose that goes on this, and that looks to be in good enough shape just to slide a hose on. Just tighten up a clamp, we'll clean up the ends. But the other thing is, and we'll show this in the next video, we're actually doing, and I should say G Mech Senior is doing, which he already modified the bracket and everything to convert this to 12 volt, because this thing was all 6 volt, and I'll show it to you. It had a 6 volt generator on it. So he took and removed the pulley off the generator, which is keyed, and wish I could have shown that, but when he did this I was working, and he mounted the pulley on to the alternator. You can do that because the alternator shaft is tapered slightly, and then that tightens up there nice, and then we'll show that on the next video how nice that worked out, and maybe next video we'll show it running again. So right now he's in the process of installing the fan, which can be cumbersome because it's kind of tight to get at in there. The other thing we did, we had to install a new freeze plug. It's not exact fit, but it fit nice and tight, the one we could get, 1 3/8. And then we're going to be working on some wiring next. So hope to show that in a future video and everything we did. But yeah, this forklift will probably turn out pretty good once everything is finished. And I want to do a shout out and thank you to Monty's Equipment out of Illinois for supplying that water pump. Some companies out there, I'm not saying any names, but what I'll say is they didn't even want to deal with me, because they said, because this thing is so old, they said I should buy a new forklift. And why would I want to do that when I like old stuff, and this thing is so simple to work on and basic, and there's no computers, there's no nothing. So, but I want to thank G Mech Senior here for doing all the work on this one, because I was sidetracked with some other things and also had to work. So, but thanks for watching. This is G Mech and G Mech Senior. Like, subscribe, and remember, keep on wrenching, and we'll see you on the next video.